All right, good evening, everyone. Wherever you are joining me from, this is Market Formula, and this is where we talk about the technical analysis of the Nigerian stock market. If you look at the news, you look everywhere, and after getting the information of the stock to buy, you still need to know where and when to buy it. What is the best price to buy, and what is the best price to sell for maximum return? That is where I come in. That is where I teach technical analysis of Nigerian market, majorly Nigerian market, but it's not limited to Nigerian market. The knowledge you have in this technical analysis workshop, you can use it for any market at all. But because this is Nigeria and we are interested in the growth of this market, so I've decided to choose this niche. So we are going to be starting now. And tonight, what we'll be looking at, we are going to be looking at the general market as a whole because the month of September just closed, and every close of the month is actually a signal because we want to know what will happen the following month. But whatever happens in the previous month is actually a signal or is an indication of what is most likely to happen going forward. And again, we have just finished a quarter and we have moved into the last quarter of the year. So, what do we expect closing the year of 2025? That is what we'll be looking at today. And incidentally, this is also a confluence of the weekly close. So, three things are happening today, and those are the things that we need to look at, and maybe one or two trade call will be made in this video also. Let's see how it goes. Let's go to the all share index. So I like to start my analysis from the all share index. So looking at the all share index, you can see the chart before you now, and you see that the market has been on the bullish move. It started from this year. This is 2021 when we broke out of this range, and since then, since the breakout of 2021 breakout pullback continuation, we've been riding. But is the market getting tired? On the 3 months, it doesn't look like the market is getting tired looking at it on the 3 months. But when we look at the lower time frame, which is a leading indicator to the higher time frame, we see that okay, the market might be ready for a temporary pullback. It's going to be a temporary pullback because the momentum in this market is so strong. Price is too far away from its mean, meaning it's overbought. But anytime we enter into the overbought region, we want to see that the market will be relieved of that overbought region, even before we start thinking of the market is going to come down. This market is not ready to come down. At worst, what is going to happen to close this year is that the market will range. That is the likelihood, the highest possibility that I can see from the chart, because the chart is not also an 100% thing. It's just a game of probability. But from what I'm seeing, the probability is tilting towards the bullish side more than the bearish side. And because it's tilting towards the bullish side, we as trader we position ourselves to be bullish. So every pullback that we see in a bullish market, we use it as an opportunity to buy low. So that is what the 3 months is actually telling us. So let me step it down to the monthly chart. So on the monthly chart, what happened in the month of September? The month of September was a spinning top. The month of July, okay, the month of August. The month of August was a rejection, like a pin bar. That was just like a small pin bar. If you look at it very well, it looks similar to what happened in 2024 February. See what happened in 2024 February. Let me bring out my look at what happened in 2024 February. It looks similar to this. The only difference is that this was a red candle and this a green candle. Both of them are rejection bar with very small body. And every time we see a small body like that, it's telling us that the market doesn't know whether to keep pushing higher or to range or to pull back. It's just like a temporary pause in the market. And every time we see that, we either use it as a continuation or a reversal. Every time we see a candlestick signal, because there are actually 5 different types of candlestick signal that are strong. Every candlestick is a signal. That is just it. But there are some candlestick that are stronger. When we see them, we say, no, this example is a doji. We have pin bars. We have engulfing. Those are strong candlestick signal. So every time we see those kind of candles, we pay attention to them. It can either be a reversal signal or a continuation signal. So, but from what we are looking at, when we saw in August, we saw a pin, that's a pin bar, a small pin. You can see it's a pin. It looks like a pin. We saw it, and I said immediately, if you can see a green candle following it, it's only telling us the direction that the market wants to take. After a pause, if the market tells us a green candle, it means that it's a continuation pattern. So from what we are seeing now, this plus this is going to be a continuation pattern. So for the month of October, the market we are going to take it as a bullish month. It doesn't mean that price will just go up straight. In fact, this month it can come down like this and come to 1,000, that's 120,000 basis points, but it will go back. That's what it means. We don't make trading decision on a candle that is moving. We only make trading decision on the candles that have closed, because the one that is moving, that is still forming, can still change. So this candle, as it's showing us green now, we can come by next week or this weekend, by Friday, this thing can be red. When we come the upper week, it can be green. So we cannot make decision on that. We only make decision from candle 1, which is the last candle that closed. And the last candle that closed is a spinning top, telling us that market doesn't know, still not sure whether it wants to continue or it wants to pull back. So, but what is the major signal that is telling us that this market is going up is the candle that formed in the month of July, because July is going to be the base, is the momentum pushing this remaining month. So we are having a boost flag. So that is what is playing out there. So when we have a breakout of this boost flag, so what do we expect the market to do? To repeat the pole of the boost flag. We expect it to repeat the pole, but before it will repeat the pole, it will first repeat the flag. So what is the flag? This is the flag. So I expect the market to first do something like this. So market should first go and test this level of 153. So we round it up because we are looking at the psychological level. Price don't just move around numbers like that. When they get to psychological level, they pause. It's like when the price of let me remember any commodity now that we buy regularly. Okay, the price of can I remember? Let's say the price of Coca-Cola now, or a soft drink. You remember when the price was around 100 naira? The price did not, the next price it moved to, I think it was around maybe 110 or 120. We did not say, okay, the price of Coke now is 101 naira or 102 naira 50 kobo. So those are just price within. So we think of psychological level. After breaking the 120 barrier, what did we think the price of Coke went to? It did not come to 135. It did not come to 138. It just went to 150. So whatever the price is going to be, is going to round it up to a psychological level, then move to 200. Then so that's how price actually move. So when you see a particular level of resistance that is close to a psychological level, we have approximate it to a psychological level. That's why I'm looking at the market hitting 150. Although here is showing me 153, so around 150 we should expect some resistance. If it's able to break that resistance, then most likely we are going to 170, 175. So that's the next level we are going to. Let's step it down to the weekly, the way we like to do it, because we need to go from the higher time frame to lower time frame. They call it top-down analysis. All right, so From here, what can we see? We saw a bullish continuation of this pattern. So these two candles, this one that happened around September 1st to September 8th, these two candles, they are actually they are our swing points. These two, one here, August 4th and August 18th, these two candle is also forming a value swing. So we have a value swing up and we also have a value swing down. So when we have a value swing up and a value swing down, what the market is telling us is that it's trapped in a valid range. So we're actually inside a valid range between 138, which we can say around 140 to 140, okay, between 138, because these numbers are close, to 145. So this level now, this level between here and here. So whatever is going to happen going forward, I expect that the market might struggle inside here. And looking at my Bollinger Band that has been holding, looking at this Bollinger Band that has been holding price, it bounced it up, came into it, bounced it up. The price has not already has not touched it. So if the price breaks out like this and start going up, most likely it's going to find resistance around 150 and pull back. Most likely, because price actually need volume to move higher. So if there is no pullback in the market, most likely price will not have enough volume to push higher. It's like when we see discount in price, that's when more people will come into the market. Look at what happened during this period. We saw that market pull back. Because it pulled back, it has enough momentum to push higher. If it doesn't pull back here, it will not have enough volume, enough momentum to push higher, because a lot of people will not join the ride. It's like some people miss this move now and they want to join. They are waiting for price to come down. If price doesn't come down, they will not, most of them will not have the courage, or they will not be really interested in buying into this, because it did not pull back. So pullback is actually good for the market. So when there is no pullback, most of the time price will just spike up. We only have volatility, we not have momentum. So in this market, what I'm expecting is actually volatility. So let me just look at two. Okay, let's just take one. I'm thinking of the one that I should give out now. Let's look at uh okay, let's look at Assurance. Suno Assurance, that will be my call for this week. Though we still have other calls. Other calls are like we have Ella Lake. Ella Lake. So if you want to, you are looking to invest, look for Ella Lake this week. We also have Aradel. Aradel is also is also good to buy at current price, because I've already done analysis on those ones before, so you can refer to previous video. But this one also, I've done analysis on it, but I just want us to have more confidence in this trade. This trade, I believe, is another Ella Lake move. So if you missed the Ella Lake signal when it was given, please don't miss this one. If you are following me and you miss this opportunity, well, there's nothing I can do, because this stock, especially if you are within being conservative and not being too aggressive, this stock is actually good for you, because it's a pullback trade. I like a pullback trade. See where it started from, around 147, pushed higher to as far as 1150, now pull back. Look at this pullback. So every time we see a pullback, price might take some time before it will go back up, but it's going to accumulate. We call it accumulation. It's accumulating stock at this level. And this candlestick pattern that is forming here is a continuation, solid continuation pattern that I believe in so much. I can tell you from this. Okay, let's go back to the monthly. So what happened to the monthly is tapping into this my Bollinger Band. The way it tapped in here and shoot up is now tapping it into that place again and wants to shoot up. This candle that formed here, the month of August, the month of August was an engulfing of the month of July. So look at it. This is a solid engulfing. It engulfed the most important bearish candle in the bearish swing, and also even gave us a bullish continuation of one pattern, because this is a bullish candle in the month of May. The month of This is the month of August. The month of August actually engulfed 1, 2, 3, 4, but it spiked up, then come back down. After this pullback, what did we see? We saw another bullish candle with wick under, like a jet wants to shoot up, formed. This one, anything that is happening here, please, is an opportunity for you to buy. The only time this trade will be wrong, because there's always a time that the trade will be wrong, or a price that we know that, yes, oh no, we are wrong, is when we see a bearish close below here on the monthly. And that bearish close will only signal a bearish continuation inside the most important candle. So this is the most important bullish candle here. From here, let me use this to do that. Let me use that. So you see what happened? Market came and tested the midpoint and wants to solidify. So after this consolidation, what do I expect? I expect a follow through of this. Take this trade might not really, it's not going to be a fast trade like that from what I'm seeing. It might take time. But let's see the way the month of October will close. If we have a bullish candle again in the month of October, I can tell you to 95% accuracy that this stock is going to hit 7 naira 25 kobo in the nearest term. It might be by December, but it's very likely. So if he's able to close above this midpoint that I'm seeing here, it's going to expose this level again of 10 naira. Let's look at the risk reward, because we also need to know how much are we risking, how much are we expected to gain. So if this trade work out as expected, we are going to gain 88%, and the risk on the trade is 31%. So if you have the risk, the template that I gave us, let me show us other template will help us to do this trade. Because some people, I see that they are afraid of the market, and this market is not actually the place where you should be afraid of. Because if anybody is afraid of the market, then you are not ready to make money. There is risk in everything that we do. So just make up your mind and be ready for the risk that is involved. But I tell you, the risk is worth it. 30% risk for a 80% return. Please take it. Nigeria self is riskier than that. All right. So let's see the analysis. 30%. Let's just round it up to 30%, and we are aiming at 88%. So if you have these two, if you don't have it, you will see the link in the description. You can click the link and get these two. So what these two helps us to do is, like, I want to determine my risk in terms of money. I don't want to say, okay, the risk is going to be 30%. 30% of what? So I need to calculate the risk that in terms of money. Then take it like, okay, how much can I risk on this trade? For Sunu, how much will I risk that will make me afraid or give up on trading? I cannot risk more than 20,000 naira, or I cannot risk. Some people can risk 1 million naira and say, okay, on this trade, let me stake 1 million. So what you would do is just to come to this risk and put your 1 million here, 1 million. So 1 million. Then what is the risk? 30%. So for the 30%, and what is the current price of Sunu? Let me go and check, please. The current price of, let's say you got it at 5 naira 70. That's the average entry price. 5 naira 70. 5 naira 70. So how much money should you invest in this stock? You should buy 3,333,000 naira worth of this stock. That will amount to how many units? 584,000 unit. All right, so if you just buy this unit, your the total amount you will be buying is this, and the risk that is going to be on that trade is going to be this. Let's say you are very conservative, you are a student, and you cannot risk more than 2,000 naira. That's just the amount you used to buy credit on a weekly basis, let's say. So that I'm very sure everybody can risk that. And you say that what I can risk is just 1,000 naira. Let me put 1,000 naira here. Then okay, this is 10,000. Let me put 1,000 naira here. I cannot risk more than 1,000 naira. So put 1,000 naira at 30% risk, and the price is 5 naira 70. So what you should invest in this stock, just to invest like 3,500. Let's round it up. 3,500 naira risk on this trade. Just put 3,500 naira. The maximum you can risk on this setup that I'm giving you is 1,000 naira, and you are good to go. How many units is that going to amount to? It's going to amount to 584 units. So that will be all for this video. All right, so by next month, God's willing, we will be able to do a longer video. I trust we'll be able to do a longer video, and we will enjoy all the content that I'm going to give out for the month of November. Until then, lawyers, I wish you all a very successful trading month. Thank you all.